Welcome in, everybody. This is the third episode of The Pocket. I'm Preston Lang, and alongside me is Parker Knoll.
What's up, guys? We're excited to be back. We got some fun stuff on the docket today, but I wanted to start by asking Preston a personal question. Tell me something good that's happening in your life, Preston. Let's have the viewers get to know us a little bit.
Something good happening. Well, I'm kind of the man of the house right now, so I got a lot of free time. My parents are on vacation, so I don't have them barking down my neck a little bit, so it's nice. Get to live on my own.
Nice. That's pretty
kind
awesome.
Of a college experience. What about you? What's going on with you?
Well, I started a new job a few months ago, which has been fun.
Yeah.
Not this. This is not my job, unfortunately. And then I'm getting married in September, so I'm pretty excited about that as well.
I'm excited to be there.
Yes, Preston's going to be there. Yep. Bachelor party and all.
Parker's got a high school sweetheart, so
correct.
It's been a long time coming, so I know her very well.
Yeah, we're that's just a little bit about us. Some good stuff happening in our lives. We'll kick it off with the news. Cardinals' new head coach, Mike LaFleur, brother of Matt LaFleur. I don't know a ton about Mike besides he's a LaFleur, and LaFleurs are good coaches. I know Cardinals people seem pretty excited about it. Again, I don't really have a whole lot to say, but it's just cool to see another LaFleur in the league.
Yeah, from what I know, I mean, he called plays with the Jets. I mean, was like Zach Wilson and stuff, so his offense sucked. But I heard without Zach Wilson, he's really good.
He was better. I did hear that.
Yeah. But I know Cardinals fans are happy with it because it was him or Coobs who like everyone wanted at the end because everyone was taken. So they're happy with it. And then, yeah, it's going into the Raiders. The Raiders haven't officially signed Clint Kubiak, but he's going to be the Raiders head coach. He's got a Super Bowl to win this weekend, but I mean, I think he will win. I like the Seahawks to win.
I do too.
I like Coobs. I think it'll be good getting Mendoza, Bowers, Genty, some fantasy relevant players. I like it a lot, honestly.
I think that team's going to be fun. It is. Hopefully the offensive line improves so we can see Mendoza.
They got like $90 million in cap, so
if they spend that money on an offensive line, we don't want Mendoza to get the Joe Burrow treatment. That would be pretty rough.
Right.
So let's hope they bolster that. But yeah, it's exciting. Cheering for the Seahawks this year. I'm not ready to see the Patriots win another Super Bowl quite yet.
I don't think anyone is.
It's too early, man.
It's like they're a dynasty.
At least another decade.
They don't even wait, 7 years? It's like...
Yeah. I don't mind Drake, man. I think the Patriots are cool and all, but like you guys...
Yeah, the funny thing is I like a lot of their players. Like,
just wait a while, man.
Yeah, we'll probably end up hating him. I mean, I actually like Tom Brady, but probably end up the same old where the Pats are running the league.
Unfortunate.
I feel like it's hard to talk when we're the Packer fans. It's like
That's
we went
true.
from Favre, Rodgers, Love. It's like
but not playoff success.
True.
That is not us in recent history.
But hey, I mean, Favre and Rodgers did get a Super Bowl. It's like there's some teams out there who still got no Vikings. No
Dude, are you okay? You sound kind of sick. That was weird. That was really strange.
But,
I don't know, man. That was weird. Oh.
I don't know what happened there. Something came over me.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway.
Gotta be grateful for.
We might have to cut that out. That was bad. Makes us sound unprofessional. Anyway, next we're going to get into some award predictions for the NFL honors. Preston, if you want to get us started.
Yeah, I think not the Super Bowl, just the regular MVP is going to be Matthew Stafford. I think he deserves one. I think he is a little overrated in the all-time conversations from people. Like, people are really focused on the current stuff. They're like, oh, he could be top 5 with a MVP and a Super Bowl MVP, like, before the playoffs. And I'm like, even if he got that, it wouldn't be close for me. But I think he does, deserve the MVP. He had the most touchdowns in the league, 46, and he had 4,700 yards. I mean, 1 rushing yard.
That's impressive. Yeah.
Positive. And so if you bet the Matthew Stafford half a rush yard all year, you were probably pretty successful. I actually lost on that one this year. He got 5 yards, but then he had negative other games.
What was the...
It's half a rush yard. I bet it all year and was making money on it. And then
I see every game.
I lost on the bet.
Okay, yeah. I gotcha.
Yeah, I lost on the bet one game. It was off rip too. He had a 4-yard rush.
Do you think his season-long rush yard total was over under half a yard? Because that would be a crazy line to finish with 1. His season ending.
Yeah, I have no idea. I bet that game by game, but I don't know. That'd be crazy.
That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome. But I mean, Drake May has a great case. I mean,
he has a case. Yeah. We looked at his rushing and receiving yards, and it was right up there with Matthew Stafford.
I think passing.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, he does not have receiving yards. I believe his passing was 4,400, just under.
Just under 44.
About 400 rushing yards.
450.
450. Okay, so
he might rushing touchdowns.
Right, with 4 rushing touchdowns. So I think he's actually ahead of Stafford in all-purpose yards.
Yeah, he is.
If you factor in rushing and passing touchdowns, he's still down Stafford by 11.
Yeah.
So I think for me, Stafford's pretty clear. I think the Rams had a better season overall with harder competition. They won.
It's interesting because they were like the 3 seed in their own division, like the Rams.
Were they? I thought the Rams were ahead of the 49ers.
Were they?
I
don't think they.
Maybe not.
Either way, they didn't win their division where the Patriots are like the 2 seed in the
Right.
AFC.
So that's a big case
like
for
the
them
case
as well.
For May, yeah. Because they have the same amount of interceptions. Both have 8. Close in yards. Stafford just crushed them in TDs. But
that's the big
record,
thing.
yeah.
I would say the Rams had a harder season. I don't know if they're going to take that into account when.
Well, their division was super good too. It's
their division was
Seattle
unreal.
And 49ers. I mean, the Cardinals suck, but
whatever.
Yeah, very good division still. 3 playoff teams.
Yep. So that's our pick. For Defensive Player of the Year, Myles Garrett seems pretty obvious.
I mean, he
broke the
sack record.
Yeah, exactly. So not a whole lot to say about that guy. He's unbelievable at football. So
yeah, I mean he's a stud. The sack record was cool to see. Honestly, there was a point where I thought he could get to like 24, 25, but it was still awesome to see. Going into Opoy, I think they're going to go receiver here because I just don't think they're going to go Taylor or CMC. I just don't think they will.
Right.
I guess Bijan has like a case, but like I think they're going to go Puka. Personally, I think he was tied. I mean, he was tied with JSN, who's the other receiving candidate for touchdowns with 10. He had 1,700 yards. I mean, he had 129 catches, just an absolute dominator. And then I think he's like super loved by everyone. Like everyone just loves Puka, and it's just good for the NFL if he wins it. So,
my vote is actually JSN. I don't hate the Puka take here, and I think CMC deserves it, but I think he's going to win. We'll talk about him later.
Yeah.
But JSN almost 1,800 yards. He had 1,793. And I think the cool thing about JSN is he more emerged this year than Puka. I think he's more fun for me. I mean, he has about 80 more yards. He had 10 less receptions too, which is like, yeah, Puka had the most receptions, but JSN had more yards and less receptions, which I think is cool.
Mm-hmm.
People would argue that Puka didn't play. He played 16 games where JSN played 17, but Puka had more targets than JSN on the season, and they had the same amount of touchdowns. So I would say JSN did more with less. I like JSN here. His stats show that, in my opinion, if you look at solely stats and nothing else, would be JSN. I understand Puka here because he played the game less, and but again, the Rams and the Seahawks were both unbelievable teams.
Mm-hmm.
The Seahawks team, they were a little better. I don't know if that matters much in Offensive Player in the Year. I would say if the MVP race was this close between two players like this, maybe in terms of quarterbacks, but who knows if that will impact these two. But I think JSN, with the few more yards, same amount of touchdowns, he's kind of fresh to the scene in terms of being at the top. So I guess Puka is relatively new to it as well. But
yeah, it sucks because I think they're both deserving, and at the same time, I think it should be CMC. But I think we can just go into it. I think CMC is going to be the comeback player of the year.
I think pretty obviously.
It's like the runaway guy. I mean, he was over 2,000 total purpose yards, over 15 touchdowns. I mean, he was a freak. He was like 6th in the whole league in receiving yards, behind like Puka, JSN, Chase, McBride. That's like it. It's like insane, and he's a running back with over 1,200 rushing yards too. It's just insane. But yeah, it's the comeback player of the year for us. Going into it, our rookie of the year is mine's Tet. He had over 1,007 touchdowns. I did some research. It's like in the last 5 years, it's like the 5th best rookie wide receiver season, behind like for a first rounder, not including Puka and stuff, where a guy was drafted really high. But he's just been a beast, and I think he deserves it. Bryce Young throwing the ball, I think he's very efficient. I mean, I like his numbers.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind Tet here. I think Tet's going to win it. If I had to bet money on it, I would say Tet's going to win. I think Genty deserves it, quite honestly. He had 975 rushing yards this year, 346 receiving yards, 10 total touchdowns. He had 300 more yards than Tet and 3 more touchdowns, which isn't crazy significant, but when I factor in what Genty did on the team that he did it on, like we say Tet was catching balls from Bryce Young, yes, but Genty was running behind the Raiders offensive line and had
I think they were the lowest
Smith.
graded PFF.
That's what I'm saying.
Line, so.
I think Genty did more in his situation. I think he had a better season. I don't mind Tet either, but I think Genty just overall had a better season.
Yeah, it's crazy that the Genty, like almost slander because I don't even know if he's I can't even remember if he's a finalist. Like he doesn't have a chance to even like win this award.
Which is why I feel like he should at least be a finalist.
Because TreVeyon's on the finalist, I know for sure.
Genty is more deserving of than TreVeyon, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
TreVeyon's up. I mean, TreVeyon had a good season. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
For a rookie, especially, but I think Genty's deserving of the award.
Yeah, I think behind Ted, it's Shuck is the second best odds.
Who is deserving of to be a finalist, but I think
it's hard when you don't play the whole season.
That's exactly very true.
I don't know, but we'll see. The defense rookie of the year, I have Nick Emenwari. I think he just allows the Seattle defense to do so much. Their nickel packages are insane because he's basically a linebacker because he's 6'4", 220, and I mean he can cover, and he just does so much for the defense. Like even from just like a schematic standpoint, where he tackles super well, he can cover. He just like unlocks so much. Like even if the advanced stats, because I know he's not the betting favorite, but I just love what he can do. I think he's just a more special player than the other defensive player of the year candidates, defensive rookies. I apologize.
Yeah, I didn't do a whole lot of research into this, but I know the betting favorite is Carson Schwarzenegger, so he was just an all-around really good linebacker as a rookie. I think he had 7 games of 10+ tackles.
Yeah, he led all rookies by
which is a lot.
Tackles too.
That's insane.
I mean, he's up there in total for the NFL,
which is insane, especially as a rookie. You expect linebackers to have more tackles than most positions on the field, if not all. Like, it's not a huge surprise, but he just played really solid football on a great defensive unit on a team that was otherwise horrible. Mm-hmm. So I feel like maybe his presence was shown more on the field because of how bad the offense was. The defense had to carry him, and he was a big part of it. Mm-hmm. I think that might be playing into his odds to win Defensive Rookie of the Year.
100%. And then going into the final one, we got Coach of the Year. I got Liam Cohen. I think what he did with the Jags, just turning that team around, unlocking Trevor Lawrence. Like everyone talks about Ben Johnson, and I know that's Parker's pick, so a little spoiler, but everyone talks about how Ben Johnson unlocked the Bears' offense. I think Liam Cohen did more than Ben Johnson. I think unlocking that offense where he's making Parker Washington look like a stud. ETN was like left for dead. ETN's a stud this year. It's like I know BTJ had a down year for all the fantasy players, but BTJ still was like a functioning part of that offense. Like Brenton Strange, like he just did so much. I just think Liam Cohen did so much, got them to the playoffs. They were a good team. Like they went toe to toe with the Bills. A lot of people like the Bills to win the Super Bowl this year. I know they obviously didn't make it all the way, which is sad, but I think Liam Cohen's very deserving.
Yeah, I don't mind Liam Cohen there. I like Liam Cohen more, and if he wins, I'll be more happy, but I think they're going to give it to Ben Johnson. The Bears have been in the dumps for years. Thankfully, as a Packer fan, they've been terrible. But Ben he's clearly a good coach. I mean, we saw the first few weeks of the Lions after Ben Johnson's absence. They missed him. He shows up to the Bears, and instantly, what were they, 11 and 6 this year?
They win the North.
Right, and they won the North. They won a playoff game, as a Packer fan, heartbreaking, of course, but...
See, that's why I don't want him to win it, because I thought he was...
Very true.
I thought he coached that game terribly. Like, he went for it on that 4th and 6 on their own 37. It's like, even if you get it, you didn't gain much there. And then we got the ball. It's like, we had to sell the game. But I'm salty as a Packer fan, so it's like...
Look, I agree with you. I think he was not the best coach this year, but I think as far as the voters are concerned, I think he's going to win it. Based on, again, how bad the Bears have been. Like, think about all the games the Bears lost last year. The mismanagement at the end of the game against the Lions. True. They lost that game to the Commanders on the hit. Like, every single one of those games that they were in this year, they won them instead of lost them. Yeah. And I think you can attribute a lot of that to Ben Johnson, and the voters are going to.
I mean, I agree with that statement. Like, it did come down to close games. Like, the Bears were very efficient. Like, I mean, so what? They got, like, some crazy, like, even in going to overtime against the Rams where Caleb Williams is running back. Like, that's some luck, but at the same time, it's like...
They did it all year, so there's something... Right,
it's like Ben Johnson, he was a good leader down the stretch.
Right.
Yeah. All right, going into the next segment, after all those prediction awards, we'll see what those awards come to fruition tonight. But, going into it, I have a keep 3, cut 5 to Parker. I made a couple of them. The first one is all-time fantasy wide receiver 1 seasons.
Ooh,
and you can only keep 3, you got to cut 5. So this is the only one where there is official right answers. Like I have like their total points, so you have to some ball knowledge. First name up is Devontae Adams.
Oh boy.
Yeah, this list is studs, by the way. They're all very good players.
That is tough. I'm a huge biased Packers fan, but there are so many studs out there. For him to be top 3 of this on this list, I think this is a trap early. I'm going to say cut.
Okay, so you've chose to cut Devontae Adams. Next name up, we got Antonio Brown.
Like, if we're talking about peak seasons, yes, but he was not in the league long enough.
This is just one season.
Oh, one season.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh.
Yeah. I should have explained that.
You
can go back on Adams if you don't know
I don't
that.
mind cutting Adams anyway.
Okay. Yeah, this is peak season for just one season.
Brown. Oh, boy. I'm trying to... I don't have the ball knowledge of, like, 10 years ago players. I know Antonio Brown wasn't quite that long ago.
I don't have a ton of old guys.
Okay.
No,
Like, that's
you
fair.
know all of these guys.
Okay. I'm trying to think of... Because, like, Cooper Kupp's obvious, yes. Like, Jamar Chase last year. Like, some of... Just think of the recent beasts. Like, one of those guys is getting added.
Mm-hmm.
Antonio Brown. I forget. I'll keep him, whatever.
Okay.
He had to have a good
So you've cut Adams, kept Antonio Brown.
That's fine.
And now the third name is DeAndre Hopkins.
I just feel like he hasn't had a peak season like those other guys. I'm going to cut him.
Probably a good cut. He is the lowest on the list.
Okay.
Just
That felt pretty, yeah.
All right, the next name up is CeeDee Lamb.
So he had a stud season 2 years ago. I know because I won a championship with him. Appreciate you, CD. I think this is another trap because I had him on my team. I'm going to cut him.
Okay, so you've cut Adams, Hopkins, and Lamb, and you've kept Antonio Brown.
Okay.
The next name up is Jamar Chase.
Keep.
Yep.
I'm pretty confident.
Yeah, okay, so you've kept AB and Jamar Chase. Okay. So you have one more keep. 3 names left.
Okay, yep.
Next name up is Randy Moss.
Oh my gosh. See, I don't know any of Randy Moss's finishes.
He's the oldest guy, but he's Randy Moss. So it's like...
I think this is a trap too. But did he have a top... Like, if you added Cooper Kupp in here, Cooper Kupp is guaranteed in.
But is Cooper Kupp on the list?
Yeah, cut Randy Moss.
Okay. So he cuts Randy Moss. So there's 2 names left. 1 cut, 1 keep. Next name up is Tyreek Hill. Are you going to hold out for Cooper Kupp?
Oh my gosh, dude.
Because Tyreek Hill had a great season.
I remember.
Yeah.
Multiple great seasons.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm being trapped again, but if you keep Tyreek, like, I almost feel like he's going to be in there and that I messed up somewhere else. I'm going to keep Tyreek.
You fell for the trap.
Cooper
Kupp is the last name.
Shoot.
Who is the
he was the one, yeah. I was gonna send it.
You only had one guy of the top 3.
I only had one.
Yeah, Jamar Chase is on the list.
So Tyreek wasn't. Where's Tyreek at?
Tyreek's actually like lower. He's 3rd lowest.
Wow. Okay, I got baited.
So
it's Chase Kupp
with 439, which is just way up.
Yep.
And then actually CeeDee Lamb is 2nd.
Was he really?
By 0.2.
Okay.
403.2. Chase had 403.
Okay.
And then
I played into you a little bit.
Yeah, the next one is Randy Moss at 385.
That makes sense.
But Antonio Brown's at 382, so it's like not a
right
bad.
There. Okay.
Yeah.
Right there.
And then D-Hop's easily the lowest with 333.
I should have known.
At like 360.
I read you like a book and I still
did. Yeah,
I would have
you read it.
Shoot.
I almost thought about doing that and like putting like an absolute bum last. Like just like not an all-time like an all-time name, but maybe not an all-time fantasy guy.
Yeah.
But had to throw Cooper Kupp there. But
that's a good play.
I mean, not a bad list, honestly, because you still kept guys who were like, I mean, these guys they're all studs, but you still had some like really good keeps. Like AB's a good keep, Jamar Chase a good keep. Like you didn't have any like bad keeps. Like
Tyreek was a little recency bias.
Yeah, I would say Adams and Hopkins were the worst keeps on the list.
Yeah, I know that felt pretty.
By
easy.
like a lot. Yeah. Okay, going on to the next keep 3 cut 5. I have all-time waiver pickups. I have their total fantasy points, but it's subjective because I have quarterback, tight end, running back, receiver. So it's subjective, and it can a lot of changing. But first name up is James Robinson, if y'all remember him.
I remember.
I won a championship with this guy.
I remember James Robinson. Oh my gosh! Like who are even Puka Nacua is going to be on this list. Justin Fields is probably going to be on this list. Jordan Love was a guy a couple of years ago. Who else was studs?
You don't know the list.
I know.
It makes it harder.
Kyron Williams is kind of... A-Chain was a waiver pickup like a few years ago. James Robinson. Oh, brother. I gotta... Oh, my gosh. I'm going to cut him early.
Cut him early. Yeah, he holds near and dear to my heart. I would have kept him, but I think it's a smart cut.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, going on. Raheem Mostert. Back when he was on the Dolphins, he had a RB2 finish, and he was undrafted.
He was gross. Raheem Mostert. Dude, I'm that was the year that A-Chain went off, wasn't it? Same year?
Yeah. But, like, A-Chain was, like, second half of the season.
Yeah, and
So
Raheem
this is, like...
Raheem was, like, the first half.
Yeah, but Raheem still has, like, it was, like, a top 5 finish. But I don't need to convince you into anyone. I mean,
Dude, I don't remember how good Raheem... I feel like I'm sleeping on Raheem Mostert a bit. I love Raheem Mostert for no reason. Old guy who's fast.
I don't like him because he hurt the Packers so bad in that playoff game.
Oh, that's right.
It was terrible.
You're right. But he's still a beast.
He is still a beast.
I'll keep him. Dude, because he put up like 50 points in a game, and that was awesome. He and A-Chain did it.
Yeah.
I'll keep Raheem Mostert.
Okay. The next name up, I don't know if you remember this guy, but this guy also won me a fantasy championship. Gary Barnidge. Browns tight end, 2013.
I was not playing fantasy football in 2013. I'm going to cut that guy.
Yeah, it's fair. He's just such a legend for me. But he's like one of the greatest tight end pickups ever. But moving on, we got Puka.
Keep. Feels pretty easy.
Okay, so you've kept Raheem, kept Puka, cut James, cut Gary Barnidge. Okay. Next name up, Kyron.
I feel like there were better seasons. I'm going to cut him. Okay. I like Kyron, though.
Okay. Next name up, David Johnson.
This isn't the year that he finished as the 1, was it?
I can't tell you.
I forget if he finished as the 1. I feel like this is a trap. He's a big name who was, as a waiver, was like okay and then was a stud. But I don't know. Because David Johnson was like right before my time as well of playing, I believe.
Yeah, to be fair, the season that I have him, he was drafted in like 60% of leagues, but there were still 40% like waivers. So I still put him on the list. But
was he? If this is his number 1 overall season, where he was then drafted as number 1 overall player, but he had to be, because then he died the next year. There's no way that he had a waiver pickup year, finished as the 1, and then died. That would be, he had to have like a good waiver pickup year, and then was a stud, and then died. I'm gonna pass.
Okay, so you have 1 to keep left and 2 names.
Okay, I like that.
Okay, you have Kurt Warner.
Bro, like again, I'm just gonna cut him. I don't care. Screw that guy.
Yeah,
great movie.
Yeah, he had a crazy 340 points as a waiver quarterback, which is a lot.
Because like this is gonna be like Justin Fields or some crap.
No, your last keep is Rico Dowdle from this year.
Dang, dude, I hate that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you missed out. David Johnson, he did have that crazy season.
It was.
Yeah, it's like 400 points.
So he.
Yeah.
See, I knew it was either gonna be the best or the worst.
And now he still was like picked in a couple like I said before, but he had the pick.
So he really was like that bad.
Because Kyron's the same way. Kyron was like drafted late in drafts, but had the waiver rate still.
I didn't know. My David Johnson ball wasn't that high. That was a bad
but
one.
He was.
Did I keep anybody that was top 3? You think?
Yeah, I would say like Raheem was a really good keep. Puka was also a good keep. I mean, he was right there with Kyron for like total points. David Johnson was like the best keep.
Well, right, he was. Yeah.
And then like the tight end,
Johnson,
but it's like subjective because like the tight end and quarterbacks are like subjective.
Yeah.
James Robinson was like actually the worst by like a lot, but he did a lot for you if you got him because he was like second half. Yeah. So it's like it's subjective, but I think your list is fine. I mean, Raheem
David
and
Johnson was
Puka
a blunder.
David Johnson was the blunder because Rico was like the overall worst.
Oh yeah. He would have been an insta skip for.
Yeah.
I mean, he won you a few weeks.
Yeah, I put Cup last.
So I should have known.
Yeah,
I should have known.
Try to get the bait.
I thought there was gonna be more than one quarterback on the list. That's why.
Okay, and now this one is pretty purely subjective. I mean, there's some finishes because it's 2025 fantasy quarterbacks. So like you can go like, oh, just how they finish, but I kind of want you to go like how they helped you. Like think about it like that because there's some guys that are like higher up on the list, but like for example, first name is Pat Mahomes.
See, I'm going to cut him because he didn't play in your championship.
That's fair. Yeah, but he has like the highest average out of everyone.
Dude, he was really good, but he didn't play in your... okay, actually, if you picked up like Jacoby Brissett or Brock Purdy, you got Brock Purdy because he was hurt for a while and he might have been dropped. There are ways to win your championship having Mahomes early, but he didn't play in your fantasy championships at all. In the playoffs, so I'll cut him.
Yeah, you got to think of it like that. That's interesting. Yeah, I picked no guy above like quarterback 5. That like no.
Okay.
But next name up is Jalen Hurts.
Oh boy, he was just so underwhelming this year. I'm gonna cut him, man. I didn't like him this year.
All right, 2 cuts early. Third name, Jordan Love.
Also really underwhelming this year, but I feel like they're all gonna be like that. You know what? I'm gonna cut him as well.
All right. The next name up, I got to get him scared. Sam Darnold. Ooh.
Sam.
He's in the Super Bowl,
I
man.
know, he is in the Super Bowl.
He's slinging it.
I'm trying to find people who finished well in the playoffs, but I'm starting to think that I should have kept somebody else. I don't like this. I'm going to keep Sammy. I love Sammy.
No. Yeah, I would say he's like the worst.
Yep, probably.
But
For sure.
You're getting scared. I like that.
No, I am.
But the next name up, I think you'll probably keep this, but it's Jackson Dart.
Dude, he put up a 0 in the playoffs, though.
True, he did have I forgot about
a total donut in the playoffs. I'm going to cut him, dude. He put up a donut in the playoffs. He lost you your week.
Okay.
He low-key, like, you couldn't, like, I lost to Jackson Dart in the playoffs somehow.
To be fair,
not many people won with Jackson
Dart. In our playoffs, the guy started Jackson Dart and he won still.
See, that happened a few times, but a donut in the playoffs?
Yeah, no.
That's worse than Patrick Mahomes.
That's diabolical.
That's worse, because at least Mahomes is out and you could play somebody else.
Right. Okay. Next name up, Dak Prescott.
Keep that man.
Keeping it.
He was so good this year.
You love coming down to the cut one, keep one of the last two names.
I'm glad I kept Dak. Sam was a little bad.
Dak's a good keep.
Dak I feel confident about.
All right, next name up is Bo Nix.
He finished well down the stretch.
Yeah.
I'm just a little worried that, because you didn't pick a top 5 guy, and T-Law probably finished top. Did he finish top 5? Oh, brother. Bo Nix is a pretty safe keep, and he finished well down the stretch. I'll keep Bo Nix.
Dak Prescott was quarterback 5. Just
I
did mess that up when I told you that, but you kept him anyway, so it's a great keep.
I'll keep Bo Nix.
Okay, you keep
even though I think you have Trevor Lawrence last.
Nope, your last cut is Baker Mayfield.
Oh, blast!
Yeah, blast.
Okay, all right. So 2 for 3.
Yeah,
I feel good.
He started off so strong for you and was so valued, and then just fell off a cliff.
I feel like Sam Darnold compared to Jordan Love this year was pretty similar. And who else did I mean, Patrick Mahomes was great, but he didn't play in your playoffs. Yeah. Sam Darnold had a good playoffs.
Hurts was probably the other keep.
Maybe.
I personally probably would have kept Pat Mahomes because I think he did so much to get you there.
I didn't know who else we were.
Right, I know you didn't.
But
I tried to pick guys from like
tough.
5 through 15.
Okay. But yeah, I would have kept Mahomes. My ideal list would have been Mahomes, Dak, and Bo Nix.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's subjective too, because like you said, like if he didn't play in your playoffs, it's tough.
Yep.
And I said I forgot about the Jackson Dart donut because Jackson Dart was like a undrafted guy in fantasy.
He felt like a free keep, but yeah, donut in the first round of what was it, week 15 donut or week 16 donut?
I think you did pretty good on the list, honestly. Like honestly, all the lists I think you were pretty successful. Like
it's locked in.
Yeah, that was good. All right, going into our main segment. We're doing the top 24 running backs today. We're going 24 through 13 today. We're going to start off with RB24. And Parker had this guy in Dynasty this year, so he should talk about him first.
Tony Pollard did a really great job of warming up my bench.
Pollard.
Yeah, he did a great job warming my bench. He did finish the season strong, so honestly, if you had to rely on him down the stretch, he did well for you.
Yeah, the Titans in general kind of turned it around.
Yeah, so he was fine, but, I mean, he really boring top 24 finish. This guy was probably an RB30 before his last few games. Not a lot to say about him. Tajay Spears is young and more explosive. Tony's getting old. The team might be a better offense next year. Like, he had over 1,000 yards this year. Again, not a huge receiving guy. You feel like with them getting younger, like the Titans overall getting younger and trying to become more explosive and build their offense, you feel like Tony Pollard's going to get phased out. I just don't see a future of Tony Pollard. I didn't mind him. Like, again, he was a really boring top 24, but he got there.
It's tough to draft him, too, for, like, next year because he only had 5 touchdowns. Like, they just didn't have scoring opportunities. It's great. Like, it's so hard where, like, a running back gets 5 total touchdowns. It's like, how is he even there? It's just, you have to be so good, and the Titans just are such a bad team. Like, it's so hard to project Tony Pollard to be back into the top 24. Like, he won't get drafted there, obviously, but I don't even like the shot on him.
No. The upside's just not there.
Yeah. Not much to say about Tony Pollard. Hey, he finished top 24. I think it'll be the last time. Unless he gets traded, which he could.
Possible.
Going to the next, I mean, this guy. Parker,
I hate this guy.
Parker hates this guy.
Dude, what a loser.
I'll talk about it because I had him all year. Zach Charbonnet.
Yeah, he just sat on your bench. He didn't do anything for you.
I started him like 3 weeks, and both those 3 weeks he scored double-digit, 2 touchdowns.
Dude, Sharps just sat on everybody's benches and vulged touchdowns from the way better running back. all year.
Sharps.
No, talk about him. I want to hear you talk about him.
Yeah,
Glaze him, bro.
I really like Sharps. I mean, he's in a good backfield, so it kind of sucks.
2.5 yards per carry.
You never know.
Trash.
2.5. Nah, he's not 2.5.
It couldn't be much more than that.
Nah, he's 3.97.
Dude, that can't be right.
Good.
No, that can't be right. I'm sorry.
Good,
I refuse to believe that's even right.
He only had 730 rush yards, which is not great, but he had 12 touchdowns. You got 12. That's a lot. Until we get to the elite names, I don't even know.
No, you're right. He literally is only touchdowns. That is it.
Yeah, but he's a stud.
Dude, no, he's not.
He's the second guy on this list in touchdowns.
Good for him, bro. He literally ran for how many?
The other guy's 13 on the list.
Bro, don't even talk to me about Sharps. He had 730 rushing. Wait, no.
Yeah,
730 rushing yards this year.
Yeah.
He's trash.
Yep, and not a lot of receiving yards either.
Dude. Yeah, garbage.
Yeah, he had 144 receiving yards, but hey, 12 touchdowns, and that's how you get on the list. And
I hate that.
I like it because we do an auction draft, and Parker had Kenneth Walker, and then he had no money, and I took Sharps from him. So
but I wouldn't have been playing Sharps anyway. He was just in case Walker got hurt, and Walker didn't get hurt.
Everyone preseason thought Walker would get hurt because he's kind of made of glass, but this year he played 17, so actually Charbonnet played 16. So
the only thing I'll say about Sharps is that he kept Walker healthy, and that's great. But if they would have given Walker a few more goal line touches, now I understand that the Seahawks themselves made the smart decision by giving Sharps the ball on the 2, 3, 4 yard line. It makes sense. As a fantasy owner, it was dumb. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Sharps is a go get 2, 3, 4 yards guy, whereas Walker is a big play explosive guy. And I understand that Walker can sometimes.
Walker's blind. He cannot read the gap. He's so athletic, he cannot read the gap.
I understand that.
We can just talk about them both because he's actually
he's next.
So let's just talk about them both.
Like, Walker, 4.65 yards per carry, 5 touchdowns. Right? That's correct? Yeah, 5 touchdowns.
5 total touchdowns.
Brother.
Yeah.
If that guy would have, imagine the 12 touchdowns from Sharps if he got 7 of those and he finished with 12 touchdowns.
Yeah, he'd be an RB1.
He would be unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I think he scored,
he had 3 touchdowns.
3 of them in one game? It was week 3 or 4, the one that Sharps is out.
Oh, I was saying in the playoffs he scored 3.
Yeah, he did.
Hey, the Seahawks did it right, though. Now they have healthy Kenneth Walker as a
workhorse
in the Super Bowl.
For the Seahawks themselves,
yeah.
Very, very good decision for a fantasy owner. I like Kenneth Walker. He's explosive. When he's healthy, he runs for a ton of yards, and if he scores a few more touchdowns, he would be so good. I mean, the kind of upside that you get for a guy like Walker, I feel like he's undervalued every year because he's injury prone and because he's not on the sexiest offense.
Yeah.
Right.
He could go somewhere, though. I mean, he's a free agent.
Look, if he goes somewhere or if Sharps doesn't play the first half of the year.
Because of the ACL.
Because of the ACL.
Yeah.
I like Walker this next year. Now, am I going to put a lot of capital into him? No, he kind of broke my heart this year. But I'm ready to get hurt again, to be honest.
He might be smart because if he goes to, even Saints, Chiefs, I mean, those are
there's a lot of teams that he could go to.
Vikings, all those teams are he'd be such a stud.
They just keep him healthy, man. I mean, he had a full season healthy.
But then he could go to the Jets because Breece leaves.
Yeah, if he goes to the Jets, I'm as far out on Walker as anyone ever's ever been ever. But I don't mind. I like Kenneth Walker as a running back. We'll see what his price is next year because I'm not out on him this year. I definitely out on Sharp. Screw that guy. That guy sucks. Even if he was healthy, I'd never draft him unless I had Walker.
Right.
That's smart. He's a really good handcuff.
That's why I sniped him from you in our draft. And
I remember.
All year.
I do. Well, I went to started Sharps anyway. Kenneth Walker was healthy.
You might have with your team. Your running backs were rough.
Bro, TreVeyon Henderson, the GOAT. And I traded for Genty. Oh, wait, no, I traded for James Conner. Oh, no, then I got J.K. Dobbin.
And then
Trey Benson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot.
You probably could have.
No, I traded for Trey Benson and Dobbins. I didn't trade for James Conner. Did I say James Conner?
Yeah.
I traded for Trey Benson and J.K.
You probably could have started Sharps and Walker for a while there this season.
I could have, but I wouldn't have been any better off at all.
No, you wouldn't have been. But it was just funny.
Good thing I traded for Genty.
Oh.
Not a good year.
Yeah.
Next time.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy running backs next year.
That's funny.
Oh, man.
But actually, you're talking about how Sharp is so inefficient. How about we go to basically the most inefficient dude that we're going to talk about today?
Correct.
Actually, not even basically. He is. 3.7 a carry, RJ Harvey.
I don't think I like Harvey next year, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably bringing back Dobbins or someone else.
They're gonna. Sean Payton is a
committee guy.
A committee guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, Harvey also I guess
he also had 12 touchdowns.
He actually isn't the lowest rushing yard on the list, which is insane by 3, but he has 540. But he had a 12 touchdown, again, he touchdown machine, and he had a ton of pass catching work with 350 yards.
I think he's a fairly safe floor. I think he's going to for sure, especially with, like, if he takes an RB1 role, I think he's going to be a safe top 24 guy, maybe top 20 guy. I don't know if he's quite as explosive as some other players. I'm a little worried about Sean Payton either re-signing Dobbins or bringing somebody in.
He'll probably be overdrafted next year.
That's exactly my point, is because people are going to see what his upside could be based on his situation and situation alone and his touchdowns. I think he's going to be overdrafted. I think at price, I don't want him.
And it's interesting because he's like, everyone like, oh, he's a rookie.
But he's like 25, isn't he?
Yeah, he's 25.
He's old. He's unk.
Yeah, he is unk. So, like, he's going to have, like, his rookie deal and then, like, be out the league because it's like you're going to pay a 28-year-old running back.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, the age cliff just... I mean, I know people forget with, like, CMC and Henry about the age cliff, but it's a real thing.
Well, people don't know CMC for his age. They know him based on how many years he's been healthy in a row. So he was healthy last year, so that means he's fried this year. It's in every other thing. He'll be 42, but as long as you hurt the year before, he'll be good.
Right.
That's CMC for you.
Yeah, that's CMC.
And then Henry's always good.
Yeah, Henry's just a stud every year. People count him out, and he's just top 10 every year.
He does it.
But
yep.
Anyway, yeah, Harvey, I mean, probably be out on price as well, but he's a touchdown machine, and he's a pass catcher. So it's like, I see why people are going to like him next year because they're going to be like, oh, he catches the ball. That's what you want for fantasy. He gets touchdown. That's what you want. But then he's, like, inefficient. And the Broncos had, like, such a good year.
They had such a good offensive line, too. They had the best offensive line in the league. It was, like, up there.
Yeah.
They were so good, and he still was not that efficient.
And their team was just so good. Like, they were winning. They had a third-place schedule.
Yeah.
But
we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know. Harvey's interesting. I think, like, the craziest name on the list is the next guy.
I love this guy.
Parker picked him as his guess who if you watched last episode.
I did.
I guess it is a spoil, so watch last episode before this one. But Kenny Gainwell, Kenny G.
Yep. I got a little history with Kenneth Gainwell. The year that Puka Nacua broke out, I picked up Kenneth Gainwell when I was priority in waivers. And then Puka Nacua was the next week, and I wasn't able to get him. And Kenneth Gainwell did nothing.
Yeah.
I think this was the year Saquon was still not on the Eagles yet.
This was 2023?
Yep. And it was Kenneth Gainwell and I think DeAndre Swift on the Eagles, and Kenneth Gainwell looked good in week 1. I picked him up, and he did nothing the rest of the year, and then Puka Nacua was good. So, and then Kyren Williams as well.
Of all time.
Yeah, and then Kyren Williams as well. So that was really great. Thank you, Kenneth Gainwell. But I did actually like him this year.
Yeah, he was fun down the stretch. He was actually a stud.
He was such a receiving back. Imagine he would have gotten more work in the run game. 16% target share, which is top 5 for RBs. Rodgers wanted him on the field. That is my check down. He wanted him on the field. It's crazy.
Yeah.
He led his team in receptions as the backup,
73.
like the backup running back.
You go pay DK $30 million a year,
and you pass to Kenneth
Walker, who's on a minimum.
Kenneth Walker,
the
Steelers backup.
Yeah, hey, he could be starting Steelers.
True. Anyway.
But yeah,
Caleb Johnson next year.
Yeah.
By the way,
don't forget about him.
Kenneth Gainwell. He hasn't been really relevant his whole career.
Probably won't be relevant next year.
Won't be relevant again.
Like Arthur Smith was the OC, and he's weird.
True.
He just hates fantasy.
Make sure you're putting investments into the backup running back at Ohio State.
Yeah,
because he's going to be good. Correct. So, but Kenneth Gainwell, he was kind of fun.
It's so funny. Arthur Smith's the OC. They got Jaylen Warren, and then they draft Caleb Johnson, 3rd round. You're like, oh, man. And then the best running back of them all, Kenneth Gainwell.
Actually, Jaylen Warren finished above Kenneth Gainwell.
He did, but like down the stretch, like you would way rather have Gainwell.
Right. I agree. But
anyway. Yeah, just so crazy. But don't draft him next year, probably.
Don't draft him next year. Maybe draft him last. Depends where he goes. Does he go? Was he on a 1-year deal?
Yeah, I think he.
So he could go somewhere.
Yeah. I mean,
maybe he takes the Chiefs starting job.
He's not a bell cow though. It's like
how do we know that? He's been a backup his whole career.
True.
There's a reason for that.
Yeah. Well, going into the next guy, this is a guy that pre-draft I was like in love with. Tried to hide it, but then everyone kind of caught on the train because I loved him in college.
He wasn't the only guy who loved him.
Yeah. So then like our league just loved this guy.
Some of us did.
We'll say Parker picked this guy. He loved him. We do an auction league. Parker. I got Amari at Hampton for cheaper than this guy. But he finished higher than Amari Hampton, so.
Yes.
But you did overspend. This was pre-draft. This was a big buy for Parker.
That's because I had to.
You did. His running backs are really bad.
I could have bought Javonte Williams, but no, I had to buy TreVeyon Henderson for $1 million.
Right.
But it's TreVeyon Henderson, in case you were...
he's fun, and he finished the season sick.
He did. He did so good for me when I was already mathematically essentially eliminated from the playoffs, for the most part.
Essentially, not mathematically.
You're right. It was really fun watching him, though. Those few games that Ramondre was out might have been the best days of my life. Watching TreVeyon score 3 touchdowns in a game, and then my friend Cole texting me, all of a sudden I'd see a notification come from Cole, and I knew immediately that TreVeyon Henderson scored. And I opened the Snapchat, and it's another one because he scored his 3rd of the day. Yeah. And those 2 weeks were just, they were joyous. Now,
it brought you a lot of happiness for your $32.
It was worth. It was actually worth it. It was. I went down with the ship. It was worth it. I did trade him in another league, and I don't regret trading him in that league. Although I took second, and that was sad. Anyway, he's an explosive back. He looks unbelievable when he's carrying the ball. He's kind of like an A-chain for me, where every time he touches the ball could be a big play. And in fantasy, that's so important. Obviously,
he was over 5 yards a carry too, which is
very good.
Elite.
Yep. And again, the offense is good. The only thing is Stevenson. Ramondre, he looks better than we all counted him out. He is in a half bad back still.
And in the playoffs, he's been
good in the playoffs.
Touches too.
The one thing I will say is Vrabel historically doesn't start rookies, i.e. Derrick Henry's rookie year.
True.
So TreVeyon showed who he was this year, and he's not going to be a rookie next year. He's going to get more carries than he did next year than he did this year. However, I think Ramondre is going to make his ceiling. He's going to cap his ceiling. I'm actually very curious to where he's going to be drafted next year.
Yeah.
Because he's up there, top 5, top 10 talent. Like, I don't even like. You can say that all you want, but is he going to get the workload as some of these other guys, like a Bijan or a Gibbs?
Yes, I think he's a scarier trap than Harvey, because I think people see the trap for Harvey, and I think Henderson could be the same trap that Harvey is, where it's like he's sexier, he's the explosive guy, he's really efficient, he scores the touchdowns, he has 10 touchdowns on the year, and he didn't start a lot of the year. He had 900 yards, like very efficient, and he's still behind, like they had the easiest schedule in the league.
It's very fair.
And he's like still splitting with Ramondre, who the Patriots are tied up. Like they cannot get rid of Ramondre for the next 2 years. He's on the team.
The one thing I will say though is Henderson was doing it with Ramondre even when it wasn't obviously as good as when Ramondre was out, but you still saw TreVeyon getting carries and breaking off explosive runs when Ramondre was playing.
100%.
Whereas we didn't see Dobbins play well until we didn't see Harvey do well until Dobbins went out.
Yeah.
I think as far as Henderson goes, like where he's being drafted, it may be a trap, but I think he's still going to finish well enough even with Ramondre. Is it enough for me to get as excited about him? No, because he's going to be frustrating. It's similar to Kenneth Walker, where he's an explosive back and he's not quite getting the touchdowns or he's not getting the carries that you want. I think he's going to be more of a frustration than anything. I still think he very safely finishes as a top 20 back.
I agree. I think you're going to be drafting him as like the RB, I don't even know, but probably RB, top 15 RB.
Yeah, I mean, if you get him at 15, if I get him at 15, I'm not super mad about it. If I get him 10, if he's going 10 or earlier, which seems like a lot, but if Ramondre were to leave, like he'd easily go there. You know, if he was getting a bell cow workload, he would easily get a top 10 guy.
Pats, like win the Super Bowl, it's like everyone's hyped about Drake.
Yep.
It's like, I love Henderson too. That's a problem. I think at price I'm probably going to be out next year, but the path for him to ascend to like a top 5 running back is so like I feel like everyone can see the path. Like they can see the explosives, they see the good offense, they see that they've invested in the O-line, they have an MVP caliber quarterback. It's like they can see it.
The one thing I will say though is year 1 Gibbs, we saw a similar trend, and David Montgomery is a good running back. I mean, maybe not as much anymore, but it's been a few years.
Yeah, David Montgomery is a good running back. He'd start a lot of teams.
Right, and then we saw Jahmyr Gibbs year 2, what he did even with Montgomery still being a good back.
Yeah.
David Montgomery is a better running back than Ramondre Stevenson is at those points in their career. And I'm not saying TreVeyon Henderson is Gibbs, but he has a lot of similarities, right?
That's the problem is everyone's going to be like, oh, he could be Gibbs. Where Gibbs is like,
you're over.
If Gibbs doesn't get hurt, Gibbs is going to be like a Hall of Fame running back.
That's what I'm saying. So But it's possible, and we could see some regression from Stevenson next year. We could see some injury issues.
Yeah,
you can't bank on that.
Yeah.
But I think it's not doom and gloom if Stevenson's still there. It all depends on where he's being drafted.
Yeah, I think it'll be doom and gloom if he's like at around 10 versus like 15.
Right.
It's like a free shot.
Yes.
Yeah,
exactly.
I agree with you. But that's a lot of talk about TreVeyon, probably because we both just love the guy.
We do like him a lot.
But going into the next guy, who I think just has to be better than this last year, but it's Breece Hall, which is crazy. He finished this high even at 18 because the Jets are just a dumpster fire.
Man.
I mean, Dante Moore chose to go back to college and to play for the Jets.
Respect to that man. He's probably making millions in college anyway.
No, he is, but he just said, if I could pick two, it's like $50 million guaranteed. I'm not going to take it.
That is a good point. He was picked two, and he was going to be loaded.
For $40 million guaranteed.
But the thing is, your contract after your rookie deal ends with the Jets, you're cooked. Think about how down in the dumps Sam Darnold was for so long. Dante Moore saw the future, and he was like, I'd rather take $20 million next year instead of $50 million and then get that bag after his rookie deal.
Yeah, because
that's
smart. Two next year is almost he'd have to do a lot because there's guys that were going to emerge, plus Jeremiah Smith and Arch Manning. If they could, if Arch declared, there's an argument he would go 2 right now. I know he wants to go back to Texas, but Jeremiah Smith will probably be the first overall pick just because he's insane.
That guy.
And there's going to be guys that break out.
Arthur Smith calling plays.
Right.
I don't know.
But
I'm not going to say anything.
I think Dante Moore going 2 would be shocking to me personally. He has to do a lot, and he can do a lot. He's a good quarterback, but I think it's an interesting decision. All that to be said about Breece is get him out of there. He doesn't want to be there.
I'm so free my boy Breece Hall. He also helped me win a fantasy championship with CeeDee Lamb the year that they were both good. Free my boy. I kept Breece Hall last year instead of Gibbs, and boy, did that make me so mad. And I hate you. And the whole time I knew it wasn't my boy Breece Hall's fault. It was the Jets and how horrible of a team they are and how mismanaged, and it's a dumpster fire, like we said. But I believe Breece Hall still has the talent. He had over 1,000 yards. He's a receiving back. He's got a safe floor.
Yeah, he had 350 receiving. That's good.
I hope he goes to a good team and blossoms. That's what I want for him. I feel bad for the guy. Yeah. I mean, what did he tear his ACL, and then you have to play for the Jets? Honestly, arguably worse.
Yeah. It's rough. I mean, he only had 5 touchdowns, and he's at, total touchdowns, and he's at RB18. I mean, he just under 4.4 carry. I mean, he wasn't even that inefficient on the Jets who... I mean, everyone's hoping he goes to the Chiefs, right? I mean, that's just
that'd be pretty awesome. But I don't want the Chiefs to be good, I kind of want him to go to the Saints.
Yeah, I feel like
that would be fun.
The problem is there's too many running backs. Jeremiah Love, that guy is going to get drafted probably Saints.
Could be, yeah.
Saints, Chiefs, or Vikings.
Yeah.
And then it's Kenneth Walker. Where's he going to go? It's there's all these landing spots for these running backs, and I don't want him to go to the Chiefs or the Vikings as a Packer fan.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll see. I like Breece. He only played 16 games too. It's
what if the Seahawks bring in Breece and let Kenneth go?
And then you got Breece and Sharps instead of Kenneth and Sharps?
Yes. But so they probably wouldn't. They'd probably have to do something with Sharps. Because Breece Hall is actually a pass catching back, whereas Sharps did more of that than Kenneth Walker, especially on 3rd down. So that'd be an interesting dynamic, but I wonder where they could put honestly, the Cardinals could be a team that picks up a running back this year.
Yeah, they could.
With Connor being hurt and Trey Benson, but...
Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, yeah. Going into 17, the other Steeler on the list, Jaylen Warren. Jaylen Warren surprised a lot. Didn't have 1,000 yards, but he only played 16 games. Probably would have got there on his pace. Over 4.5 yards per carry, 8 touchdowns. He's the definition of just an RB2.
He was just solid.
He was just solid all year.
That's where you drafted him. I mean, you got value out of him.
Yeah. He had 333 receiving yards. 39 receptions. He was good. 50 receptions. My bad. I apologize.
Not bad.
That's a lot of receptions, actually. That's probably, 5th on the list? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. That's the 6th for running backs. 7th behind his own teammate. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to look up DK's receptions. I think that's right behind DK.
It's in the 60s. I believe. I think it's 63 if I had to guess. Wait, we have it. Hold on. I might just have it right here. Oh, DK, was he a top?
DK had 59. So Jaylen Warren almost caught DK in catches, and Kenny Gainwell beat him.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. This is...
And I was also a drafter of DK Metcalf. Are we sensing a theme this year, guys? I wasn't very successful.
Yeah. Well, how are people going to listen to you doing this?
You have one bad year. We should have started this podcast when I won the fantasy championship 2 years ago.
Parker's off a chip in a second place, so.
Yeah, I was a second place, a chip, and a fourth.
Yeah, he's been making the playoffs.
Guys, I promise this year is bad.
Yeah. No.
I did finish second in a league this year, and I got third.
Yeah, I guess we're talking about our main auction.
League. It was not good this year.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, he has pass catching upside, especially if Gainwell leaves.
Yeah, if Gainwell leaves,
he could be even more.
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
He'll probably still be in a committee either way if Gainwell leaves because Caleb Johnson does still exist.
Right, but we're getting rid of Arthur Smith though.
True.
So that might.
He'll be the primary rusher on the Steelers team.
He's going to be good at price next year. I think he's going to be underrated again next year, and he's going to be good at price.
The Steelers in general are just scary because no Mike Tomlin. It's like, we don't even know what they're doing at QB.
That's fair. But I feel like Jaylen Warren has kind of just been decent. Like, he's the only guy on the team that I don't mind just getting at price, and he will deliver and be a top 20 guy.
You think he's top 20?
Well, he was top 20 this year, and he missed a game. And if you take out Kenneth Gainwell, I don't mind him at maybe I don't draft him 20.
Yeah, we'll have to see where your rankings are when they come.
I like Jaylen Warren this year.
Yeah, okay. You're a Jaylen Warren guy. I'm going to write that down. Parker's guy, Jaylen Warren.
I'm going to draft him first overall right after Kyle Pitts, the 101.
Right, you're going to draft them both at 101.
Yeah.
You get two
No,
for one.
I'm gonna trade up into the. I'm gonna have the 101. I'm gonna trade up to the 102. I'm gonna get Kyle Pitts and then Jaylen Warren, the tight end 2 on the year.
Yeah.
Which is unreal. Anyway, we'll move on.
Yeah. A lot of Jaylen Warren talk.
Next guy on the list. I don't know what number we're at.
We're at 16.
16. Mm-hmm. Rico Dowdle.
This guy probably saved my season this year. I had Hampton and
Preston,
Bucky.
Dude,
my running backs were hurt, and I pick up Rico Dowdle. The week I pick him up, 33 fantasy points.
Yeah, and did it 2 weeks in a row.
Oh, saved my week. It was amazing. I had CeeDee Lamb at the time too. Just my team was just hurt, and this guy kept me afloat to get to the playoffs. You know, I did get second, but he kept me afloat.
He did. He gave you a couple good weeks.
He got me to the playoffs, to be honest. Rico Dowdle is like my team's MVP.
Yep.
Our team looked good with Jason, but he's my team's MVP.
Yeah, Rico Dowdle is totally better than those guys. I didn't mind Rico Dowdle. He had a pretty solid season last year at the Cowboys, I remember. Obviously, seeing him behind Chuba at the beginning of the year was scary. You know, he performed when he got his chance, but he wasn't consistent. Depending on the situation that Dowdle ends up going to, or I don't know, is he for sure leaving? I don't even know.
Yeah, he's going to leave. They said they're going to financially commit to Chuba, and then they have Jonathan Brooks.
Oh, that'll be a really interesting...
Yeah, forgotten name, but Dowdle's going to not be a Panther next year.
That's fair.
I mean, there's like a 5% chance, but it's like... Dude, but the thing is, he wants to go be an RB1 somewhere.
He's not going to.
No one's going to give him the money, and then he's going to be in a committee.
Or he'll be a Jet.
Yikes.
Which is worse.
I'd
rather be a 2.
For him, low-key, I think the Jets would be worth it.
Well, for him, he'd probably get paid decent in NFL terms as a fantasy player. I do want Braylon Allen to succeed.
Wisconsin boy.
Fond of like a legend.
Yeah. Broke the streak for Kimberly.
He did. That's right.
That's him.
We're from the Appleton area near Kimberly, kind of near Fond du Lac, so we were into that.
Kimberly had like 6 straight seasons in a row. They were the number 1 high school football team for like straight wins for like a long time, and he broke their streak.
He broke it. He's part of the team.
Yeah. Some history there, some lore.
It's kind of fun. Not that we knew the guy personally at all, but
yeah,
he's from the area. But again, about Rico Dowdle, he's a guy that I might draft in the last like few rounds or waiver pick him up next year. Like I'm not investing anything into him. You know, he's gonna give you if he's gonna
11% target share, which is actually very good.
It's not
for
bad.
Back.
Yeah, it's not bad. That's good.
Anything over 10, you gotta take it.
Very true.
But yeah, Dowdle, honestly, he's just a waiver pickup from this year. Probably nothing next year.
Would agree.
But he was good on the Cowboys too. Like he was a waiver pickup the year before. He's just a waiver pickup every year.
He's just not gonna be worth it to me. Situation especially, I just don't see a spot where he's in a situation where you like it.
Yeah. Going on to the next running back, it's DeAndre Swift. This guy's never not been an RB2, even though it's just behind great O-lines every time. I mean, Lions, Eagles, Bears, just stud O-lines, but...
Lions and Eagles and Bears,
oh my. That's DeAndre Swift's career right there.
Yep.
And he goes from Ben Johnson to the
Eagles. O-line! Wow, that is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Anyway, move on from that.
We're clever.
We're not. But yeah, like DeAndre Swift, he's been consistent, right? I think the one worry for me, I mean, he's getting a little older and he is an young guy, but I think he's going to be another safe RB2. Again, I think he's going to be undervalued, kind of similar to Jaylen Warren. I think I like Jaylen Warren better next year. Most
Really,
likely.
yeah, I'll be on the Swift side of that for sure.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
I like them both there.
I think.
It'll be interesting to see how the offseason plays out with them.
Mm-hmm.
I just see a world where Monangai takes over faster than somebody on the Steelers. I guess it's more of a situation thing, but the offensive line and the offense of the Bears is really promising for the run game. So
yeah,
either or.
He's got a safe infrastructure on a contract where he's getting paid, so they're going to play him.
For sure.
You know, he's not going to leave. Like, I just like the touchdown opportunity more than the Steelers.
That's fair. Very true.
I don't know how many touchdowns. Is Jaylen Warren going to get 8 touchdowns again? Like, I just don't know if I see that.
I guess it depends for me how the Steelers' offense looks.
Yeah. I mean, there's stuff that could be up in the air, but for me, I'm pretty comfortable on the Swift side right now.
I think I like Swift and Warren similarly, and if they're getting drafted, like if I get one at the running back 15 and one at the 20, I will be taking the one that's at the 20.
You'll probably just take the later guy.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
So, yeah,
I mean, not a ton to talk about Swift. I mean, you got to be careful of Kyle Monangai. He's on a good team. He'll probably be underdrafted next year. I'll tell our listeners to draft him, depending on the price.
I'm sure he will be evaluated.
We'll get our rankings out. We'll get the pre-draft ADPs. We'll let you know where we think about him. But he's, RB2.
He's going to be a good value. Yeah. He's been a good value for years.
Yeah, for years.
The one year that he was like at the end of the first round on the Lions, and then
I took him that year.
I did too. And then Jamal Williams scored 15
touchdowns.
Yeah, 20 touchdowns.
He broke Barry Sanders' record for the Lions.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. As a Jamal Williams lover, when he was on the Packers, I was so happy to see that.
I love his personality too.
He was a great dude.
That speech about stay on the porch and let the big dogs eat. That's such a legendary speech.
Yep.
But I know we're going on like a bunch of tangents on all these guys, but
sorry,
it's fun. So
yeah, I would agree.
I like going on little tangents, but going to the next guy, I think this guy is a total. He finished higher than people like remember because he hurt you so bad. It was
such a disappointment.
Yeah, it's Saquon Barkley. He was drafted at least as a top 4 running back last year, and he finished as the RB14, but just didn't have any of the great games he had the year before. Like he was consistent, but he didn't win you the week, which is like last year Saquon
you drafted him for.
Yeah, he was popping off, just winning and winning.
He was running into the end zone, smacking himself on the head week after week, and that's probably what happened. He probably gave himself a concussion. Anyway, but I mean, he, again, still an unbelievable talent. You might actually get him at a decent price next year, and if this offense looks any better, let's say they devote more to the passing game and the defenses don't have to commit everything to stopping Saquon, I don't actually mind him next year. He may actually be a good price for me. That will be interesting. But again, he's still Saquon. He was healthy. The great thing about his touches from last year to this year is they were way down this year. Like the season that he had 2 years ago.
He still had what, 280 touches?
Was it that?
I think it's 280 carries. I mean, that's still an elite.
280 carries? Was it really that many?
It was that many.
Regardless, as many touches as he had last season, it makes sense to have some regression this season.
Yeah, it's unsustainable even with the touches.
Right. So we'll see what it looks like this year. Again, if the offense improves, I won't mind Saquon next year. I actually, as long as he stays healthy, he's going to deliver at ADP.
Yeah.
I don't think people are going to overdraft him, like Preston said. I think people are surprised he finished at 14 because it just felt like he disappointed you a lot.
It'd be weird though because he's a big name.
He is, but
he could go high because he's Saquon Barkley.
I guess we'll see, but
a year ago he was regarded as the best running back in the league.
So who do you think is going to get drafted first, Saquon or Javonte Williams?
Saquon.
You think Saquon? So Saquon, Javonte finished ahead of him.
Easily.
What about ETN or Saquon?
I really still think Saquon.
Really? Over ETN?
Could be on the move and he's like 2.
Okay.
I think Saquon will be ahead of all those guys.
Kyron Williams?
I think Saquon will be ahead of Kyron.
Really?
Yeah.
Chase Brown?
I think they'll be close. It depends if they add. I mean, I think that'll be close. I think that still might be Saquon, to be honest with you.
That's insane because I'm taking Chase Brown over Saquon next year for sure.
Yeah, I probably will be too, but...
Derrick Henry? Saquon?
Nah, Derrick Henry's got to go ahead of Saquon.
See, that's what I'm thinking.
But it's scary because Derrick Henry's old. Like, Saquon could go ahead of Derrick Henry.
People count out Derrick Henry every year.
Yeah, no, Saquon could go ahead of Derrick Henry. And then you're looking at Saquon as like a top 8 running back.
That's true. He is going...
If he's getting drafted from running back like 7 to 12, it's like... If you get him at a good price, you're just getting him at price.
That's true. Well, I think at 12, you're definitely getting him at a good price.
Yeah. It depends. I mean, there's a lot of guys in like that same tier. But he was inefficient this year. He only averaged just over 4 yards a carry. He only had 9 touchdowns. I know the Eagles offense, like, they hate Kevin Patula. We've talked about it.
Right.
They think he, like, ruined the Eagles, just him. But 9 touchdowns is, like, for Saquon, 9 total touchdowns, I mean, that's terrible.
Yeah. Well, compared to what he did last year.
Yeah.
So... But that'll be interesting. And our last guy, 13, Packer legend Josh Jacobs. He was unbelievable to start the season. I easily saw him as a top 5 guy heading to a number 1 finish. Then Jonathan Taylor was obviously gross, but Jacobs had a chance to finish as the number 1 guy and dealt with some injuries late into the year. The Packers' offense kind of stalled a bit.
Yeah, he didn't even get over 1,000 yards.
Didn't even get over 1,000 yards. Watching him run this year as opposed to last year, he scored a lot of touchdowns, but he didn't quite break off as many runs as he did last year. And I don't know if that's a factor of age or offensive line. They were hurting. Yep. So I think that's part of it. He had a 10% target share, which we love to see. And he's not known as a pass-catching guy, but at 10%, we love that.
For running backs, you got anything above 10% is what we look for.
That's what I'm saying. Yep. And tons of touchdowns. Again, I don't know what his number was, but it was a lot, and he only played 14. And
he's highest on the list out of anyone so far.
Of people we've talked about so far. So
under 4 yards, just under 4 yards a carry, just inefficient.
Yes, but that's the Packers' offense though. They get ahead and they start force feeding him the ball in terrible situations and he gets stuffed. Mm-hmm. So
he was like a top 5 guy first half of the year and then just fell off a cliff, which sucks.
He's one of those guys that you don't need to be efficient to do well because they're going to give him the ball within 5 yards and he's going to score touchdowns.
Yeah,
and he's going to break off some big runs. At 13, I like him for next year. I'm interested to see if he's healthy next year and the Packers offense is back to being healthy. I really like Jacobs next year. For future years, I don't like if you're talking dynasty, he scares me a bit, which is reasonable. But
dynasty, I actually don't like Jacobs, but because he'll be cut by the Packers next year, like almost for sure, in my opinion, because his guaranteed money's gone. But for redraft next year, he still could be a great pick. I think he hurts you a lot this year with him like playing through injury, where you're getting like Jacobs, you don't even see him in the second half.
Right.
Where he's getting like 8 carries.
And next year, if this man is playing through injury, you might have to sit him.
Like he lost people their league this year because you played him because it's like, okay, I have to play Josh Jacobs, and it's like there were some weeks I remember he had like 8 carries, but he like saved the week because he got in the end zone. It's like he was terrible. Because he was playing through injury.
Just those last few weeks.
Because Packers like didn't want to have to play him in the second half, but some games they had to.
Yeah.
But he'd play a half, get 8 carries. Hopefully he got in the end zone, and then he failed for you.
Yeah. And it also hurt you if you had Emmanuel Wilson as his handcuff, because you could then also not start Emmanuel Wilson. You felt like you had it because if Jacobs was out and you were starting Emmanuel Wilson,
he'd be okay.
He was a solid enough player. If Jacobs started hurt, you couldn't start Wilson, and you started Jacobs, but he also didn't do good. So it just kind of. It was tough. It was a tough situation to navigate at the end of the season. I feel like the story
with Jacobs is just that injury, that lingering injury the whole year. Because he was so good and then just so hurt. Just honestly, he was so bad because he hurt you.
He was hurt, yeah. No, you had to start him. Yeah. I played against Josh Jacobs the week that he had like 1 fantasy point in the semifinals. And I played against Jackson Dart, who scored 0, and I still lost because I forget who we all had. He had Derrick Henry. He had Puka Nacua.
Oh, just Superman.
Yeah, just unbelievable. I think he had... Did he have Puka? No, he didn't have Puka. I played Puka in a different league, but he had who did he all have? He had some studs. I know he had Derrick Henry. And
Derrick Henry had that crazy
against the Packers. Saquon had like his best game of the year that week. Cortland Sutton went off. He had Bo Nix the week that he did well.
His fourth quarter Bo Nix.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
He had a few dudes like that, and I just ran into it that week. 4
points in fourth quarter, but I with like 39.
Dude, I put up a decent week that week, and I still lost by 30, even with those 2 dudes, because the rest of his team went off. But
if you guys can't tell, Parker's a little salty about his fantasy year this year.
I should not have made the semifinals in Dynasty. Yeah. I pulled off a crazy upset this is a 3-week playoff in Dynasty for us, and I pulled up a crazy upset the week before. And I'm happy about that.
Yeah, you screwed that guy because he would have won the whole thing.
Yeah. And funny story, we had a buddy.
Story time.
Yes, this is funny. That was our last player, so let's go into this a little, because this is my favorite storyline of the year. So one of Preston's buddies in our league, one of our friends dropped Travis Kelce to the waivers in a tight end premium league, and obviously.
Travis was like the tight end 2 at the time.
He was tight end 2 at the time, and he was doing well.
This guy was tanking, but we're like, dude, what are you doing?
Right. Like, you could have gotten a second-round pick or something for him. Clearly, he could have gotten more.
Yeah.
But I had the most fab at the time, and I had, priority? So I was like, I'm getting Travis Kelce for sure.
Yeah.
And then one of Preston's friends trades a second-round pick, third, multiple things to get enough fab to outbid me.
He made, He made, 3 different trades for fab, because I traded him all my fab and something else for my own second round pick back.
Yep.
And then he traded for Stroud and fab because he needed quarterback too.
Yep.
Like he just made the guy include Fab for like a big Stroud trade, and then he traded away like Tank Dell for Fab.
So he
just to get Travis Kelce.
He gave him
like
a ton,
no Fab, but he was trying to win the league,
which seemed like a lot for Travis Kelce, but they're like whatever. It was reasonable.
It's so crazy. Though.
And I played against him in the first round of the playoffs, and I beat him by like 5 points. We scored. We were, I think, the top 2 scorers of the week.
Yeah, you were.
And
both had like 150.
Yep. And I squeaked it out against him, and he started Travis Kelce, who had an okay week.
Yeah, he had like 11.
Yep. And on his bench
best.
was Kyle Pitts, the week that he scored 50 points.
Yeah.
So I would have lost.
On Thursday Night Football.
On Thursday Night Football. So I would have lost as the highest scorer of the week. I would have been the second highest scorer of the week. I would have lost by 40 if this guy didn't outbid me for Travis Kelce and spend his whole money. Like, so it was amazing because I was so mad at him when he got Travis Kelce. I was like, why would you spend that much on Travis effing Kelce? This is so stupid. And then I beat him in the playoffs because of it, and that's all I cared about.
Yeah, dude, and it's because that guy had CMC and Jonathan Taylor, and Jonathan Taylor like fell off a cliff.
Yeah,
like, his team was so gross. Like he had the most points for,
yep.
and he didn't get the bye. Like he was just getting like hoed all year, and then
runs into that.
And then, he would have smoked everyone because like you could see his points. Obviously, he would have won the chip easily.
Yep. So I'm happy about that. That was pretty awesome. I scored my boy Cole a better pick because of it.
His pick ended up being the 107.
Yeah,
so crazy.
So,
but anyway, going a little bit of Jacobs. Jacobs only played 15 games too, and he still finished as the RB13 to show how good he was.
And played.
Sorry, that was a long story time, but
yeah.
It was fun.
Anyway,
it was good.
But yeah, again, Jacobs hurt you a few weeks and was out 2 games and still finished 13. If he's healthy next year, gotta draft him.
Yeah, got off track there, but thank you guys for listening. We'll be bringing you the RBs 1 through 12 coming up, and we're very excited to do that. So thanks for listening. Have a great day, and I hope everyone enjoys the Super Bowl this weekend.